In this video, we will learn how to create line charts and scatter charts in Excel. So go ahead and make sure that you're on the tab that says 2.3 McGregor. And it's the same example in the textbook, so we've got written instructions that you can find on page 60 as well. But what we'll do first is create some line charts using our sales and profit data. So go ahead and highlight or select our sales data. Go up to the top where it says Insert, and then we'll move over to the Charts area where we'll see Insert Line or Area Chart. And you're going to look for the option where we're creating a line chart with markers. And then in the Design tab in the Chart Tools, we're going to add, fix the title. So this is the sales trend. And we're going to also add some axis titles. So let's go right here in the left-hand corner, you'll see Add Chart Element. Here it says Axis Titles. We want to add the horizontal, that's at the bottom, as well as the vertical, which is right on the side. So we can go ahead and carefully click into there and type in sales. And for our lower axis, we can either remove it, or in this case we know it's which week it is. And then it also suggests to remove the grid lines. So what you can do is if you click on the grid lines, you'll see the little dots appear. You can format grid lines and select no line. So that's how we'll do sales trend. And so we'll want to go ahead and repeat the process and do the same thing for profit data. So again, we select our data, go to Insert, Line Chart with Markers. I'm going to make it similar. I'm also going to add my chart elements. In this case are horizontal and vertical axis titles. In this case, this is profit. I'm going to call this week. And our title here should be Profit Trend. And then we'll go ahead and get rid of our grid lines. So that's how we will create two separate charts where our lines, we have a single line in the chart. Now what happens though if we wanted to create a chart that combines the two so we can look at them together? In that instance, what you'll do is you will select both sets of data, and then we'll go ahead and go Insert and Line Chart with Markers again. And now you can see we have our chart that has both sales and profits trends. But what you'll notice is as you look at this, the two lines are very far apart, and it's actually, after a while, in the profit line, it's hard to see where it really is. So what we want to do here is we will want to create a secondary axis. What you'll do is select the profit line right here. So you can see I'm selecting the orange line, and it's highlighted because it's got all the little dots there now. And you'll right click on it and select Format Data Series. And then this window will pop up here to the right, and you can check Secondary Axis. And now it's moved our line where our axes for our profits are here to the right. And you can see that it is smaller numbers in comparison to sales. So this is where it's really important to also make sure to get all of our axes titles where they should be so we know what they mean. So again, here we will have sales over here for our secondary axis, which highlights profits. And then down below we have our week. And depending where you want to keep your legend, you can leave it at the bottom, or you can actually move it here to the top. But in that case, you'll have to move the chart down just a bit. And that's how you can create a single chart with two data sets. Now we'll go ahead and move over to our next tab and work on a scatter diagram. So click on 2.3 personal computers. And here we're going to specifically look at the relationship between processor speed and price. So what you want to do is you'll want to select both data sets. In order to do that, you'll want to use the control button on your key and hold that while selecting both areas of data. So you can see now they're both grayed out because they are selected. And then we'll go over to our Insert tab, find our Useful Charts area. And so you'll go over here and click on Insert Scatter and check the Scatter option. And so now we have a scatter plot. Go ahead and remove the grid lines just like we did before. So you right click on the grid line, click on Format Grid Lines, and choose No Line. I'll do that again with my vertical grid lines. See, I just right click, Format Grid Lines, and No Line. So we'll clean that up a bit so we can see our scatter diagram. I'm going to go ahead and, of course, insert, if we're back on under Design tab, add the chart elements for our axes titles. In this case, we have price and we have processor speed in gigahertz. Now if you want, as you can see, we've got dollars here. You can remove the extra zeros or shorten the decimal places by right clicking Format Axis, and here under number we can see it's already under currency, so it knows it was money, but we can remove the decimal places because the zeros don't help us in any way. So I'm going to change that to 0, hit enter, and now our price numbers are cleaned up. Okay. And then I'm going to retitle this as Personal Computers Scatter Plot. And that's how you create a scatter diagram.